I don't know about you guys, but the older I get, the longer it takes me to get over a hangover. It was the big October birthday bash this weekend. We had so many people in the house. It was a great weekend. My best friend stayed for an extra day. We partied pretty hard, and I was hungover yesterday, and I'm finally feeling a little better today, but I'm still feeling the little remnants of a hangover. And all that to say is that I did not read all the books that I was supposed to read yesterday. But guys, that doesn't matter. We're still gonna do an awesome Wednesday pull list video, and make sure you guys are sticking around to the end of the video to find out if you guys won last week's giveaway, but also stick around to find out how to win this week's giveaway. All right guys, hangovers aside, let's go ahead and dive in to today's video. What is going on, comic book fans? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Wednesday pull list, which is your hype video for New Comic Book Day, which is Wednesday, October 11th of 2023. Now guys, I try to get you so pumped and so excited that you guys are running down to your local LCS or running to your keyboard and ordering some amazing comic books, because I read all the previous issues to the books that are on my pull list, so that way I'm all caught up on the current stories and I can tell you which ones are the best ones to be picking up this week. And I also go over my cover lover picks, my almost top 3, and then I cover the top 3 books that I think you guys have to be picking up this week. Oh, I also forgot, I also covered the new #1 that I think you guys just have to be picking up. See, I try to get you pumped, I try to get you excited to get down to that local LCS. So let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and check out my pull list. Guys, I gotta tell you, I'm pretty excited that my pull list stay around 16 books right now, and that is just so good for me because reading 20 plus books is really difficult. But guys, that is my pull list. You can't see what books are right there, so let me go ahead and throw it up on screen right now. There are 16 books on my pull list this week. There are 3 new #1s, and as we break it down a little deeper, there are 6 DC books, there are 4 Marvel books, and there are 6 indie books. But guys, those are all the books on my pull list, and of those 16, I did not read 6. That's almost half of my pull list that I did not read this week. But what can I say? I was hungover from partying so hard, and guys, I'm almost 43. It takes my body a while to get over the hangovers nowadays. But guys, that is the pull list. There are no books on the chopping block this week, so we can go ahead and skip that section. So let's go ahead and check out my cover lover picks. This is a very small list compared to the last few weeks when it comes down to cover lover picks. I went through every single book on League of Comic Geeks that are coming out this week, and I only found 4 cover lover picks, which is pretty bananas in my opinion, because there are so many books coming out every single week. But in my opinion, these are my favorite covers to share with you guys, so let's go ahead and dive right in. And the first one up is Batman and Robin, issue #2, the cover D, which is the artist spotlight cover, and this is done by Gabriel Del Otto. This is a gorgeous cover featuring Batman with some bats flying next to him. But what I don't like about this cover is that this book is called Batman and Robin. I want to see Batman and Robin on the cover. Personally, that's what I want, but guys, let me know what you think about this cover down in the comments below. But the next one up is also for Batman and Robin, issue #2. This is the cover F, which is the 1:50 ratio variant done by Simon DeMeo. It's a design variant, and it features the new Robin car. Not Batmobile, the Robinmobile maybe? Or the Robin car? I'm not sure which one they're calling it. I forgot. I read issue #1 yesterday, but I already forgot what he's calling it. But this is such a cool concept car, and I love that Robin has his own car. But guys, moving on, we have a Marvel cover, which almost never happens unless it's a sexy woman cover, but it's not a sexy girl on the cover. No, it's Wolverine. This is Wolverine issue #38. This is the 1:25 ratio variant done by Adi Granov. This cover is so good. I also love that there's not like rippling, bulging muscles, and he's still muscly, but it's not like, you know, over the top. So good. Adi Granov, this cover is freaking amazing. And the last one is a really cool cover. This is Space Usagi, the Yokai Hunter, issue number 1, the 1-in-10 ratio variant done by Peach Momoko. I'm actually probably going to try to score myself this cover. I'm not a big U.S.A fan, but this cover is too good to pass up in my opinion. What do you guys think about this cover, guys? Let me know down in the comments below. Alright guys, those are my 4 cover lover picks. Let's go ahead and check out the new number 1 that I just think you guys have to be excited about. Now, I'm sure most of you thought that my new number 1 that you guys just have to be excited about was going to be Batman City of Madness issue number 1, because you guys all know I am a gigantic Batman fan, but that is not the book that I am most excited about. That is a new number 1. That book is Wesley Dodds' The Sandman issue number 1. Now, DC Comics is doing a revival of all its Golden Age superheroes, and The Sandman is one of them. And the reason why I'm excited for this book right here is because this was the one interesting character of the few books from Night Terrors that I did enjoy, because he had a key role in that book, and he was really freaking cool in my opinion. So that's why I'm really excited for this book. It also has a really cool artist on this. I'm a big fan of Riley Rusimo. His artwork is very interesting in my opinion. It doesn't fit every single character, but I think the Sandman is going to be a great fit for him, and this cover A is so freaking good in my opinion. There's also a foil of this, which is a virgin, which also looks really freaking cool. Are you guys fans of Riley Rusimo? I would love to know, guys, down in the comments below, because I know a lot of people either don't like him or do like him, and I'd like to know how many of you guys like his artwork. Alright guys, let's go ahead and read the synopsis for this new number 1. The Golden Age Sandman returns in a new noir mystery. No one escapes the Sandman's dark dreams, not even Wesley Dodds himself. After years of testing and experimentation, Wesley perfected his sleep gas as the optimal weapon to fight crime without causing undue harm. But when his journal detailing all his failed and far more deadly formulas is stolen, the Sandman must hunt down the thief and the people in the shadows pulling the strings before the contents of the journal are released. Now guys, what I forgot to say at the beginning of this is that Robert Venditti is the writer on this book. He's a fantastic writer, and he's teamed up with, again, like I said, Riley Rusimo as the artist on this book. Now I personally think that this book is going to be super interesting, because again, the Sandman deals with like sleep gas, and there's going to be a lot of nightmares, and Riley Rusimo's artwork is going to fit so well with that. And again, I'm just super excited for the Sandman, because I really liked him in Night Terrors. So guys, let me know what you think of this new number 1 that I'm really excited about. Are you guys excited to pick this up? Are you guys excited for DC's revival of all the Golden Age heroes? I know I am, but I would love to hear what you guys think down in the comments below. Alright guys, that is the new number 1 that I'm really excited about. Let's go ahead and check out what books made the almost top 3 list. Yesterday, I read 8 total comic books of the 13 that I was supposed to read. But there are a few books that I did not read that I do want to mention to you guys, because these books have been really good. And the first one I want to mention to you guys is Blade from Marvel Comics. Issue number 4 comes out this week. I read the first 2 issues. I was supposed to read 3 yesterday. I didn't get around to it. And guys, that book has been so good. So make sure you guys are checking out that book if you guys haven't just yet. Also, The Madness, issue number 3 comes out this week. I read issue number 1, and that book was so freaking good. It's from AWA. It's an independent title about a superhero whose family is murdered in issue number 1, and I believe the story is about her going on a revenge trip. And I cannot wait to get my hands on issue number 2 and also issue number 3, because again, the writing in issue number 1 was fan-freaking-tastic. Alright guys, those are the 2 books that I did not get around to reading that I did want to mention to you guys before I dive into the other books that I did read that are on the almost top 3. Now, 2 rapid-fire books are The Call issue number 3 that comes out this week. It's a great independent. The artwork is fantastic and the story is really interesting. Guys, just check out that book. The other one is Something Epic. I've been talking up this book so much, and it continues to be an awesome story, but yesterday's issue was kind of slow, and it was definitely building up to a big moment that's going to hopefully happen in the next couple of issues. It was just a little slow. But guys, the book that's truly on the almost top 3 is Green Lantern issue number 4. Now this is coming from writer Jeremy Adams and has art by Zermenko. Guys, the art by Zermenko is fantastic. It's so good. It really draws you in every single issue, and the story is also getting really interesting. Hal Jordan is stuck on Earth, but he has a ring, but the ring won't let him off planet, but it it does allow him to use it on Earth, which is a really cool idea in my opinion. But the part that really drew me in was that Sinestro is on Earth for some reason, and he also has this crew of like shark people and like animal people. It's really interesting, it's really cool. What is he doing on Earth, and why is he messing with Hal Jordan? And at the end of issue number 3, Hal Jordan is like in this diner getting some food before he goes out hunting Sinestro, and Sinestro just kind of like walks in and says, "Hey Hal, I heard you were looking for me." That is so freaking cool. It was a great ending to issue number 3, and I can't wait to see where this story is going to go. Jeremy Adams is doing one hell of a job on that book, and that is the one book that's truly on the Almost Top 3. Let's go ahead and dive into my top 3 books that I think you guys should be picking up this week because the story is so freaking good. Alright guys, the book that's in the number 3 spot is a Marvel book, and I believe ever since issue number 2, this book has been on the top 3 list. I could be wrong, but I think it has. And guys, the book that I'm talking about is Guardians of the Galaxy, and this week, issue number 7 comes out. I read issue number 6 yesterday, and it was fantastic. Now this is coming from writer Jackson Lansing and Colin Kelly, and it has art by Kev Walker. The art in this book continues to be a selling point on this book. There was a fill-in artist in the previous issue, in issue number 6, but the art in that issue was actually really good. It did not distract from the story at all, and it was awesome. But guys, in issue number 6 of Guardians of the Galaxy, our team of the Guardians were consumed by Grootfall, and I thought they might be dead, but of course they were not going to be dead. They were kind of like in this stasis, and they were reliving the moments where they think they failed Groot, and it was very interesting to see each character's perspective of how they thought they failed one of their best friends. It was a very interesting issue. I'm really curious how this book is going to continue, because obviously they are going to save Groot, but how are they going to do it? And are they going to be able to save him before Grootfall does too much damage? It's a really interesting story. I'm really liking it. I really think you guys should be checking this book out. And the artwork by Kev Walker, he's been on every single issue except for issue number 6, has been really, really freaking good. And I really like what they've done with Mantis in this book. She's a really cool character. All right, guys, that is my number 3 book. Let's go ahead and find out what my number 2 is. Alright guys, the book that's in the number 2 spot is a DC book, and it is so freaking good. And guys, it is Batman and Robin, issue number 2, coming from the Superstar team. That's right, I am going to call them a Superstar team, because after reading issue number 1, this is a Superstar book. This is coming from writer Joshua Williamson and art by Simon DeMeo. Simon DeMeo has been doing banger artwork on covers for DC Comics for like almost a year, maybe even more than a year. And to see that artwork in the interior of a book is just like, oh, it is so good. But the story from Joshua Williamson is also really amazing. Now, what this book is doing, which I think is really cool, is that it is in current continuity of the story of the Batman family in Gotham right now. And if you have not been reading Batman, then you don't know what I'm talking about. But if you have, you do. This book does take a look at how Batman is in a current tiff with Catwoman and his whole Bat family, and he only has Damian to lean on. And that is really cool in my opinion. This book also looks at the father and son relationship between Batman and Robin, because Robin is moving into the brownstone. And it's also a really cool look of how Batman is like handling his current life and how Damian can really help him, because, you know, Batman is dealing with this like second personality of his that he created, and it's making him really grumpy and like really just, I don't know, not the Batman that we know and love. And I hope that Damian is going to be able to help fix him. It is just a really cool book. You guys should be checking it out. And they're also going to introduce this new character of Shush, which I don't like the name, but I like the concept. She's a female Hush character, and hopefully it's going to be really cool. But the artwork in this book is really great. I love how they're handling the Bat story and how it's connected into this book. It's really good, guys. It's really good. Make sure you guys are checking this book out, especially if you're a Batman fan and you like what's going on in the current continuity. Or if you don't, check out this book, because this book was so much better than the main Batman book, in my opinion. All right, guys, that is the number 2 book. Let's go ahead and check out what my number 1 book of the week is. In the number 3 spot, we had a Marvel book, and in the number 2 spot, we had a DC book. Is the number 1 book going to be an independent? Damn right it is. Guys, the number 1 book that I think you guys have to be reading this week is The Hunger in Dusk, issue number 3. Now, this is coming from writer G. Willow Wilson and has art, wait for it, by Christian Wildgoose. That's right, this guy's name is Wildgoose. How awesome of a last name is that? Guys, my name is Mr. Wild Goose. That is such a badass last name. And guys, this guy's artwork is fantastic. I read issue number 2 yesterday of this title, and it got better from issue number 1. It was so good. I'm gonna give you guys a very brief synopsis of this book. The orcs and humans that have lived on this planet have hated each other from like the beginning of time. But there is a new enemy out there, and they've made a truce. They've come together and they said that we're gonna fight together, or at least we're not gonna fight each other, to help each other defeat this new enemy, which is an absolute badass enemy. They're like these undead creatures, and they are ruthless, and like they don't care. They murder everything. It is really freaking cool. And the orcs have like basically given like this one female character who is like this healer over to the humans to show them that, you know, they're willing to do this treaty. And I think the humans did the same thing. I can't really remember. But guys, this female orc healer is really freaking cool. And the group of humans that she got put with, I think they are called like the last human standing, or the last men standing. That's what it is. And they are like this badass group of humans. But in the last issue, like, you know, the enemy fell upon them and they were fighting. And there was like this one character that, you know, we got introduced to in issue number 2 that is a human, and like she got so beat up, and the healer was trying to heal her and she couldn't heal her, and like there was this tragic moment at the end. But there's also this really cool love story that's going on between 2 orc families. They weren't supposed to be married, but they had to make this truce happen, and these characters I think are going to actually fall in love, and it's really freaking cool. I love a good love story. I really do, and this book is bringing it to me. G. Willow Wilson, thank you so much, guys. And the number 1 book that I think you guys have to be picking up this week is The Hunger and Dusk, issue number 3. Sorry about the train noise. I got the windows open because it's nice outside. It's gorgeous. It's only like 65 degrees, so apologize for that noise. Guys, there are some great covers for this book. If you like fantasy type stuff, like orcs and humans, guys, this is the book for you. I love this book. This was definitely the best book that I read yesterday hungover. It was so good. All right, guys, that is the top 3 list this week. We did the cover lover picks, the new number 1s. We did the almost top 3. So let's go ahead and wrap this video up and find out who won last week's giveaway. Alright guys, we are at the end of the video, and before we dive in and find out who won last week's giveaway, I just want to thank each and every one of you who are still watching this video right now, and I just want to let you guys know, I think each and every single one of you guys is a legend. Thank you guys so much for sticking around to the end. Now guys, look down real quick. Have you guys hit that like button just yet? If you haven't, do me a favor and smash it. Smash it. Make sure it's pressed. Don't press it multiple times, because that means you'll like it, unlike it, like it, unlike it. Just like the video one time. Do it for me. Now guys, one more thing, that's it. One more thing and that's it. If you watch that video and you guys like comic book content, but you guys are not subscribed, what are you doing? Get yourself subscribed, hit that bell for notifications, and smash that like button. Alright guys, that's all I gotta say. Let's go ahead and cut close and find out who won last week's giveaway. Alright guys, here is last week's video. What we need to do, we need to copy, and then we're going to paste the link right there. We're going to go ahead and fetch, but we're not going to say anything goes. No, we're going to say keyword filter. Then we're going to click on a hashtag I love comic books, and let's find out how many people left a comment with that on last week's video. 59 people. I almost said 69, which would have been a much better number, but guys, 59 people left a comment with the hashtag I love comic books. Thank you to each and every single one of you, and let's find out who won last week's giveaway in 3, 2, 1. It is Rebel Sins 09. Congratulations. Alright, Rebel Sins 09, congratulations. And what I need you to do is go over to Instagram and slide into our DMs. Our handle is right here, and give us your address. And I will send you 3 amazing comic books. They will most likely be some amazing cover lover picks, either from last week or the week before, or maybe even the week before that. But I'm going to go on mycomicshop.com and pick you out some amazing covers. Editor Bruce here, guys. I totally forgot to tell you how to enter this week's giveaway when I was recording this video earlier, but it's the same rules as always. Number 1, you guys need to live in the United States of America. Number 2, you guys need to be subscribed to the channel. Number 3, you need to leave a comment. And number 4, you need to use the hashtag I love comic books in your comment. And that's it. Alright guys, back to the video. But guys, that's going to do it for today's video. I'll be back on Thursday with my final order cutoff, speculation, and recommendations video, because I'm not going to have any other time to make another video this week. But the week after that, I will have my previews highlights video for you guys, as well as my 2 cornerstone videos, my Wednesday pull list, and my final order cutoff video. All right, guys, that's going to truly do it for this video, and I'll catch you guys on Thursday. Have a great new comic book day tomorrow, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.